welcome back. My name is Nana and welcome to my book channel. A few days ago, we got back from the hospital because my daughter had a major surgery. We were there for about a week, but everything went well. So I just wanted to give a little update on that. And yeah, now we just have to rebuild her strength again. But today I wanted to talk about 6 stars books because they deserve 6 stars, not 5 stars. Let's just jump right into it. The first book or series is Beartown by Fredrik Backman. I love Fredrik Backman. He is so talented. His writing is awesome, beautiful, and so moving. This series is also a little bit dark, so please check out the trigger warnings. It is about this little northern town in Sweden. And it's about this ice hockey team, and ice hockey is very important for this town. One of the golden boys in this ice hockey team, he is doing something that's really, really bad towards another girl, and there's so much happening afterwards of that. But it's also about people coming together and standing up for the weaker ones sometimes. It's just also about love and having each other's back. Bring down the bullies. I loved it. But like I said, it can be dark at times, but also extremely funny at other times. But yeah, please just go check out Fredrik Backman. He is just amazing. Then I have a romantasy because we cannot have a 6-star books recommendations without romantasy, right? And I just recently read Fourth Wing, and I absolutely love that series. I know people doesn't like Onyx Storm and Iron Flame as much as Fourth Wing, which is the first book, but I gave all of them 6 stars. Okay, maybe Fourth Wing is the 6-star book, and the other two are 5 stars, I guess. Anyways, this is about dragons. It's about this Riding Dragons Academy. You have to do your military service, and some people choose to be soldiers on dragons. But this school is very dangerous. People are dying, and that is just how it is. You sort out the weaker ones. Like, go away. Or that is at least the mentality. And it's something very Hunger Games vibes. I loved it so much, and my husband just recently read it, and he also very much enjoyed it. Even though there was spice and romance in it, he was like, okay, this is still good. I love the fantasy elements in this book as well. So yeah, please go check it out. I was a bit hesitant at first because it is so hyped, so could it live up to the hype? Yes. Okay, and then we have to talk about a Hunger Games book, right? I read the sequel to the Hunger Games, Sunrise Over the Reaping, and in this one you do follow Haymitch's perspective. I read it last year and it was just so good. I loved Haymitch, and I really liked to read about his story. It was a bit weird because it's not going to end well with all of the characters, but still there was a lot of hope in this book. So it wasn't just all dark, but it is the Hunger Games, so it is dark. At times, it was still also light and funny, so that was very nice. And this particular Hunger Game was also pretty good. Yeah, I still haven't read the first sequel, though. The one about President Snow, but I guess I should. But this one was just a 6-star as well. Then we have a horror book, and it's called We Used to Live Here by Marcus Kliewer. And I usually don't get scared when I'm reading books, but when I was reading this one, I was actually a little bit scared. I know for some people this is not going to be for them, and I will say the ending is open for interpretation, so if you're not into that, then I guess don't read this one, but do. You do follow this couple that just bought this old big house in the middle of nowhere. And then suddenly the previous owners are knocking at their door and they're like, can we come in and just see how it is? And they're like, not really. But then they get in anyways. And then things are taking a turn. So it has that creepy old housewife vibe and creepy people vibe. Go check it out. I loved it. I really, really did. So yeah. Then we have a romance series, but with time traveling, and it is called the Surviving Trace series by Calia Read. And in this one, you do follow Serene, and suddenly she is just traveling back in time to 1912 to Etienne's estate. And apparently Serene looks exactly like Etienne's fiance, but she just vanished. She's not there anymore. So now she has to act like his fiance, and the romance in here, it was so good. There's a spice in this one, yes, but I wouldn't say that it's too much over the top, because recently I read some books where it definitely was over the top. So yeah, I think this has the right level of that, I guess. I don't know. Okay, I stopped talking about that. Anyways, the romance, that was definitely really good in this one. It's a trilogy. I read it so fast, so I couldn't recommend it more. Okay, I actually have another romantasy series, but you know, I love them, okay? And it's From Blood and Ash, not Ass, like I usually say a lot. Ash by Jennifer L Armentrout. I think there's 6 books in this series, and I only read the first 3, and then there's a prequel with 4 books. And I definitely want to dive into this universe in a few years, I guess, because now I cannot really remember all of the world building that happened. And there was a lot of world building in book 2 and 3. And I think it's going to be the first book in this series that is a 6-star book for me. And you do follow this maiden. She is kept away. Sorry. She is kept away because she has to be pure for the gods when she's going under this transformation, and she's been kept by the elite. She's not supposed to talk to anybody or anything. She just has to be there and look very pure. And then one day she gets a new bodyguard, and yeah, I liked him. But like I said, in book 2 and 3, there's a lot of world building, so they were more like 4 stars for me. And then I really hope that the series will pick up again. Have you read it? Have you read the entire thing? Please let me know. I actually don't know if it is finished yet. Yeah, I have to see. So yeah, that was 6 stars books for you. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and that I will see you in another one. And I will go back to my daughter and be a nurse again, because I'm a medical mom. She has cerebral palsy, by the way, and it was a hip surgery. But I'm just so happy to be back and just do something else, because being in the hospital for a week was rough. Okay, I'll see you.